This is television for the Isles of Scilly, brought to you with Worldwide Financial Planning, Truro and Penwith College, and the Scilly Lottery. From Radio Scilly, this is scillytv.com. They've been listening attentively. 19 Year 9 pupils at the Five Islands School have learnt about life from the emergency services perspective with their 999 week. Lessons have been held at the Army Cadet Hut on the Garrison. But they've also learned about firefighters' work in Scilly by entering smoke-filled rooms. And on Friday, youngsters worked with the St Mary's Coast Guard to arrange a hunt for a missing person with Alzheimer's, played by PC Mark Blythe. PCSO Shirley Graham arranged the event this year. It's the fourth time it's happened, and more people have come from the mainland to give advice this time. There's been more emphasis on life skills as well.
It's more of a life skills, what the kids gain out of it and what they can bring and take away from it, and it sort of halves the citizenship thing that we've tailored for November, so it is a real sort of part one to that. A lot of the, we tell them on day one, a lot of the stuff is on them, how much they get out of it or how much they put in, and they will reap the rewards. During the week, the group has tackled topics once taboo for youngsters. Shirley says it's important they discuss domestic violence and drugs. When we talked about doing the project initially, it was what can we deliver to the school at a sort of time where they're on that turning point, and Year 9 was sort of highlighted as an age, sort of 14, 15, when they're sort of dabbling a little bit, or thinking about dabbling a little bit in maybe drugs, maybe alcohol, maybe relationships, and just life in general. They're at that pivotal point where they don't really know which way to turn, and often they only need a little bit of hard fact to point them in the right direction and give it them how it is. You know, they're 14, they're not wrapped in cotton wool. We like to sort of let them see it how it is. They're a brilliant group of kids, and they always have been, but this year that they've really got stuck in. They've asked the questions, they've not been shy, they've really taken it on board. We've had a cracking drug and alcohol session this afternoon with them asking all sorts of questions, which has been really interesting. Steve Dredge is the drugs liaison officer at Devon and Cornwall Police. He says the main drugs kids come across here in the islands are cannabis, amphetamine and the so-called legal highs, and he's concentrating on those.
The main drugs that I've touched on today and talked to them about today is cannabis, legal highs and amphetamine. In my role as a drugs liaison officer, those are the main drugs that I see coming across my desk on a day-to-day business. Steve says our island kids do seem to know about drugs and their dangers. They have an awareness, but then that awareness, you cannot escape from it. It's on the news, it's on the internet. Unfortunately, the adverts for these legal highs are made to be attractive. They are made to be seen by youngsters. So, no, they're certainly aware, which is encouraging. They are aware. And hopefully after today, with the message I've tried to put across, they will be more equipped to deal with any decisions that they have to make about them.
Shirley Graham says the youngsters really do benefit from the 999 week.
Yeah, it's better. I think it's a bit more educational. I think we've topped it up and got more facilitators to help us out now. Now they recognise it as a sort of success, so it is good.
Pippa Grossett is one of the young people who's been on the 999 week. She's undertaken activities including a mock court trial arranged by the Crown Prosecution Service to show Ireland's kids how the legal system works. She also found the fire training with the fire brigade fascinating.
Well, I was quite looking forward to the fire that we had. We had that yesterday evening, which is really fun. Got to play with water and smoke, which is good. So yeah, I think that was the best thing that I was looking forward to, so yeah.
Sarah Jenkins went to the mainland recently to help youngsters learn about the differences between policing work there and in Scilly. She represented the school's interest in 999 week and says the youngsters gain a lot from it.
They all came back saying, you know, how much they'd learnt and sort of made them more aware of what was involved in police work, not just sort of walking up and down.
Now the team say they're determined to put on an even bigger and better event for the 5th anniversary of 999 week on the islands next year.